All right. Well, I have no idea if we actually went live correctly, but hopefully we did. But right now it is 11:45 p.m. and we finally got done with Megacon for Saturday. We went out to Boxy Park to eat, which is fantastic, by the way. And like Nona, and I'm here with
Still got my
Dreadpool.
still got my tags.
Yeah, that's right. We still got our tags. Hopefully, and again, hopefully we're live, guys. If we're not, we're sorry. We'll put up the recording later. It happens. What can you do? So, Dread, man, we just had a fantastic time at MegaCon today.
Yes, we did. Well, not just today, but Thursday, Friday. Today's being Saturday, and we will have a fantastic time tomorrow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm kind of sad it's coming to an end.
yeah, it's amazing how even with the 3 days that we've been there, it's just been nonstop hectic. But yet at the same time, such fun just to hang out and see everything, talk to people, um, just just the experience itself, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's up, Stinkin? Let us know if you can hear us. We hope that we live.
Yeah,
We hope that we're live. But man, okay, yeah. So, Thursday it was kind of a little slow,
it,
right?
it
I
was
mean, I
slow.
mean, it was good for a Thursday.
It was perfect.
For a Thursday, yeah,
Yeah, for a Thursday, it was perfect.
absolutely. And it wasn't too hectic Thursday, but a lot of beautiful cosplay.
Yes.
Epic artists, by the way. I mean, there's so many that we stopped by their tables and talked to. Mark Brooks. We saw Frank Miller. Got Go's panel. Mo Hollowell's there. Carl Moline. Derek's right next to Mo. I can't say his last name. Do you remember it?
I took a snapshot so I can remember it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Okay, yeah.
So, but no, cool. Everybody there was cool people. Everybody was welcoming, talkative. Nobody shunned anybody away, and it was just very just openness, you know, to anybody stopping by, talking, even questions. Nobody pushed anything to sell. Nobody pushed it. There was no like a sales pitch or any of that stuff. So, but it was really cool. You know what I mean? And most the guys that we go to that we've seen almost every year, that I've been helping you out, have always, well, guys and gal, have been very welcoming and polite and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, we've had a great time. You know, it was great to. Should I? No, we'll wait to this. We'll wait to get to this part here that I want to bring up. It's a little bit later. You're gonna like this one. Really cool.
Yeah, we really did have a cool experience. We almost thought it wasn't going to happen, but it did.
Yeah, yeah. We
It did.
we waited like stalkers. We waited.
No, not I want to say stalkers, but we thought
I
maybe
felt like.
because we were in, but we thought we had the wrong location because but it happens. I mean, there's a lot of traffic in MegaCon, and like Dredd said, we'll get into that in just a little bit. But it's really cool.
But there's your cliffhanger to keep hanging on.
Yeah,
You know.
Stinking, you're the one guy in the chat right now, so you gotta hang on for that cliffhanger.
Yeah, you gotta stick around. You're gonna love it. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's really good. So I mean, MegaCon the last few days has been Thursday was a good day. Friday was a great day. More people came in. Saturday, man, it was packed today.
Packed,
It was
packed.
huge,
So
huge,
I brought in.
like
Yeah.
huge, huge, very big.
We've been using the 360 cameras, the same ones that I've been using, the One X2 from Insta360. I also, at the end of the year, bought the 1 inch special edition 360. It was with the Lyra lens. Anyway, it's a 1 inch 360 edition is what it's called, and it's the RS1, and it's just like the One X2 where it's a vertical versus a horizontal, um, but it's based on the One RS, which is like the GoPro. Like I said, they just repieced it so it's a vertical. Really cool camera, great for low light. I've been doing tricks, obviously playing around with it, and Carlo and I ended up meeting up, um, like a week ago. about a week ago or so.
Yeah, ironically, a Public
Yeah.
started talking about it. Yeah, I mean these 360 cameras are pretty cool,
So
and they're
yeah, well, you were looking at the One RS, which is a great camera yet again, and but we were looking at, we're also talking about the X3.
thank you
The
so much, Samantha, for subscribing. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes,
Um, so to get to the point, like these cameras are great,
great.
and they capture everything. They capture the whole floor above. Uh, you could do great aerial shots, which we did with some Jedi cosplay. Uh, Amazing stuff. But
All the directing that you can do after the recording, which is really cool.
yeah, it pieces it together
So
almost like a cinematic film if you do it correctly. You can even add effects later on. Just overall,
we got stopped how many times talking about just those cameras?
yeah, yeah,
People are interested in us because of the cameras. Where we're all trying to show off the cosplayers, show off the event, and so it was really cool to get like a different perspective where we're getting stopped for a silly
yeah.
camera.
A lot of other press people were asking us about these 360 cameras because they want to make the investment into it for every convention they go to as well. And from a press standpoint, these cameras are
Yeah,
fantastic. If you're a cosplayer and you're thinking about getting some camera equipment and that is small and easy to use, I mean, it's really small and you could just put it in your pocket, you could put it in a backpack, you could put it wherever, and you can carry it around. You can get your friends with it. You can get the whole thing as you go around. But let's get into some stuff here. So we had an amazing experience, and because this was kind of like this was Friday night, right? That this happened.
oh, the experience, yeah,
Yeah, the
Friday night.
experience.
But let's finish off with Thursday with everything that
You want to
happened.
give more of a cliffhanger?
Oh yeah,
All right,
oh
all
yeah,
right,
they
go
gotta
ahead.
stick around.
All right, talk
So,
about
well,
Thursday.
Thursday, it was a late day because, trying to get everything started, going from where I live to where you live, and then traveling together. I brought a device to help me move the camera around smoothly. So you guys are gonna laugh if you ever see it come into frame. And I'm sure Carlo has a whole
Oh,
bunch
I
of it.
got some clips of him using it. All right.
I don't need it. I don't need it. But it's just it was a tool. Um, and getting around was great. My back didn't hurt. I was able to use my back it as a basically as a I don't know,
It was like a carry-all
wheels.
for
Yeah,
you.
like
It
a
was
carry-all.
carry-all,
I could
yeah.
put my backpack on there. Carl even used it too for a while, and we were able to move around. And Thursday was easy to move around. Everybody, again, there wasn't that many people.
Mm-mm.
We were able to go out there and experience it. And I'm gonna show the first thing that we saw, and we're gonna do a little show and tell.
Oh yeah, this was
So
really cool as we
this
went
was
in there.
cool. We went there and we talked to these people, and these people are Source Point Press. Okay, so they had these free comic books out
You
for
scan
everybody.
your badge,
Yeah, you
and
scan your badge so
you
that way
get
they
them.
know who you were, and they're really cool. The one lady that we spoke to actually did crocheting, and she made a whole bunch of
Plush
the
toys.
plushies. Yeah.
Yeah, based on the comic book
So
characters.
and there
Decently
was
sized. Yeah.
two of them. One went with one book and one went with another book. And before those, she actually had her first
Yeah.
set, and there were different creatures. I don't even know what kind of creatures they were. They even
I mean,
they
they were
looked like
like a mix.
hybrids.
Yeah, hybrids, dinosaurs, monster mix.
Yeah,
I mean, but they were
it
cartoonish.
was
They were
really
kid
cool.
friendly.
Yeah, they were really
Kid
cool.
friendly. Yeah.
And explain the whole situation. So we got a little bit of video there, amongst talking with them. Like I said, every vendor. So it wasn't people that we knew. This is people we didn't know, and very welcoming and explaining things to us. No push, no nothing.
Hmm.
Just saying, hey, we got this, we got this. This pairs with this thing. This pairs with this thing. Any question we had. Very cool people. So definitely check out what they have.
Yeah, there. I mean, if you come in from the main entrance, it's hard to miss them if you just continue walking straight past. Uh, After the merch, you turn right and you go straight a little bit, and they have a big setup, maybe 1 aisle down, 2 aisles down, about there, and you scan your badge. They give you that free comic. Amazing.
Yeah, they had what was it, like 6 tables wide once you get to them, and then they had the other side too. So they had a big display, very cool. The artwork in the background on the display panels that divided the front from the back, really cool too. Amazing work.
Yeah, even on Thursday, you couldn't even pass more than two people, and then you saw amazing cosplay. Like every two people was somebody in cosplay or a group in cosplay. And the first cosplay group that we saw was a Call of Duty cosplay group, which, by the way, uh, blew my mind. It was so good. Uh, Man, it was epic. But for Thursday, I can't say anything bad. It was a great Thursday for convention. But let's get into Friday. Friday was a little bit busier. Friday was the day that we had something really cool happen. So, first off, I just want to talk about something that we've seen at multiple conventions, and I have become friends with her on Twitter, and she's an amazing person, by the way. Her name is Emma Kubert. Okay, so she's there. She's selling her books. She was doing convention sketches as well if you wanted one, but it's probably too late by tomorrow. She also does have sketches that you could buy right now that she's already done. Fantastic work. She does a lot of work for Image. She's done some stuff under, I believe, Frank Miller Publishing as well. She is related to, she's the granddaughter of Joe Kubert. So if you know that family in comics, you'll be familiar with that. But she's talented on her own. I need to make that clear because she is a great artist. She's friendly. You can go up to her, you can just go up and talk to her. She's known for Squirrel Girl, Batgirl, uh, just a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I hired her.
You did,
I did.
yes.
So don't tell Tiny Giant, but I have something special.
But they don't know who Tiny Giant is.
Well, Tiny Giant's my daughter. So, well, Stinking Corpse knows. But anyway, don't tell Tiny Giant. I commissioned something for her and Squirrel Girl to be on one of the commissions. So it's really cool.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Hey, what's up, Scorpion? Glad you could join us tonight.
hey, what's going
As
on?
we're kind of winding down after all the excitement. So,
All the
yeah.
excitement of getting all this ready, more so.
Yeah, it did take a while to get this ready.
So, but yeah, that was really cool. And then you want to move on to the next set of guys?
Yeah, so let's
All
talk
right.
about somebody that I've also known a while. Met him a while ago. His name is Mo Hollowell. Uh, he was one of the guys from Marvel. He's a colorist that we interviewed, and the audio on the first interview we ever did with him did not come out good over Zoom for some reason. So we still have that interview pending. It's been like 2 years, but I know him. I talked to him, and amazing colors, dude. Amazing. So we got some books from him, signed, obviously. Uh, we got Star Wars.
Yeah, so the first one I saw, I was like, I gotta have this.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Carlo followed suit with it. But
I mean, it's beautiful.
it's great work. I mean, gee,
Scorpion, there is no bedtime in Orlando, my friend.
yeah. It's almost like New York. There's no bedtime.
And Radiant Black, which you can see he did with Image. But another cool guy, man. Very cool.
You know, here's the
You can't show it
I
yet.
can't show this
You can't
yet.
show it yet. No.
No.
You
I
can't
can't do
show
it.
it.
I can't do it. I promised I wouldn't show
Yeah,
it
you
just
can't.
yet, but
You can't show it.
I'm gonna tease you. I'm gonna tease you. I already have a recording of it, and when I'm allowed to publish the recording, it'll go live. So
Yes.
until that happens, this is all you see.
Yeah,
The
all you
shadow,
see.
the shadow of the microphone.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, unbelievable what I just got there. I was speechless when because he like showed it to me. It was
Yeah.
like, check this out. You know, he was all excited he's like,
Yeah, you're
Hey,
gonna have to cut
hey-
yourself off there. I can't say anymore.
yeah, he's like, hey, Dread.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it was just,
And then these are some older books that I picked up from Mo's very good friend, who
Another,
is a good. I
I
would
was gonna
say
say another good
he's
friend
become
of.
a good friend. Yeah. So these are some older books. Frey, based on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Carmeline. He's right next to. He's right next to Mo. Very cool guy. He does in-house convention sketches as well. He has some prints for sale. He does a cool take on a lot of X-Men. He's actually done X-Men in the past. So he was an artist for X-Men. He's taken on some projects. Now he's trying to, go his own route, do his own thing. But very talented guy. So cool as well. He is a good sport because we did a interview with him last year that turned
Yeah.
out with no audio. But then we got an interview over restream with him, so that is up
So
on our channel and on Facebook as well.
yeah, that interview was great. I wasn't part of it, but I watched it as a fan.
Yeah.
Great interview, and I got him to sign this for me too. So that was really cool of him.
Oh, it says a collective on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
So look at that. Yeah. But it was cool. He had it at his table, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like how this looks. So I had no idea anything about the comic. I just liked what I saw, and just said, you know what? I'm gonna pick it out, and willingly, no issues, no charges or anything like that. He just said, I'll sign it, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, he said, did you want me to sign it? I was
Well, he
like,
joked with
yeah,
you saying 300 or something.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he did joke. That was funny.
But at least we joke around. It's funny when you get somebody like that and you can still joke around. Like I
Yeah.
said, they're polite and still have a good time, messing around with each other.
And right next to him is Derek. And Derek, I'm sorry I can't say your last name, but you are a cool dude.
Dude,
Yeah, you are
Derek
amazing.
was awesome.
He's a really cool guy. And let's say Derek has a lot of professional experience. He's done work with Image. He's done work with DC. He's done work with Marvel. He's done work with Independence. He's done his own stuff, his own sketches, his own takes on things. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's got a lot of turtle stuff out there. And they're original pieces of art. So it's not like a print that you could pay 10, 15 bucks for. These are real pieces of art. And I mean, 150, 200, but he's worth it. I mean, when you're, you spend all that time, all those colors, you inking yourself, drawing yourself, it takes time. And it is worth it.
And,
If I had the money, I'd buy it.
wasn't it a journal that he had on
Oh,
the front page?
let's-
The
oh,
inside.
Oh,
The
man.
inside of the journal, unbelievable.
Oh.
You open it. He left it open. Okay, so just imagine a regular journal, plain Jane, nothing special. You open it up, and there's Spider-Man. There's the collection of villains around him. There was a whole bunch of different characters everywhere. Just amazing. You know what I mean? The detail that he put on there, and that's just the first inside cover
Yeah.
from across 2 pages, and what was that, like 600 on that one?
Yeah, it
Like,
was 600.
so
But, like, when we say it's
mean-
amazing, it blew our minds. Like, the colors pop, and the shade and the attention to detail.
I wanted to take
the
a picture
color
of it.
scheme
I just didn't.
is so accurate.
Yeah, I wanted to take a picture, but I didn't want to like offend him that I wasn't going to spend 600, but I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that, but if I could show you, it'd be great. But yeah, and his explanation was he wanted to give somebody that got into it
Something to
a
aspire.
goal to
Yeah.
aspire to, and just obviously we know that the first few pages won't be so bad, but hopefully build up and then get by the time they even finish it, that they can just flip it back and forth, and it would be close enough to the goal that that he set
Yeah.
the standards so high for. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny guy too.
Oh, he's hilarious. So, that's the three tables that we've spent a lot of time at purchasing merchandise and talking to them because they're all a bunch of great guys. To the right of Carmeline, like one or two over, is Scott Hanna, which you may remember from Nightfall when Batman had his back broken.
Yes.
And I have a picture with Scott Hanna from when I was about, I don't know, 12, somewhere around there, I think, at United
take your word
Artists,
for it.
Oxford Valley. And I brought the picture to him, and he's like, "Wow, you have this picture?" I was like, "Yeah." It was like I was the kid with the red wagon that walked in there with my dad, who gave me a box full of comics and asked you to sign them, and you did it. You and Doug Monch, you guys signed them, and it was really cool. Scott said he didn't remember that because it was so long ago, but he appreciates his hairdo back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he really, yeah.
That was the funny part, and I'm sure you're not the only one that's ever shown up with a little red wagon going, "Hey, sign all of these."
Yeah, but that was back before conventions were really super popular because back then they had conventions in hotel lobbies and they were
Hmm.
really small and it was like you didn't pay to go in. And you could buy like old comics from the 19 late 60s with torn pages and stuff for 30 bucks.
Yep.
Yeah. But there is a legend there, my friends. A legend. And that is Mark Brooks. And I got this from Mark. Which, by the way, Mark said he's going to come on and talk to us and do an interview. But Mark, he's such a great person. I had no idea he was so cool that you could go up to him and just talk. And I mean, he really appreciates the fans coming out. And he just sits there and talks to everybody that comes up to his table.
You know, I think that's the thing is most people are that appreciative
Mm-hmm.
that um, people come up and enjoy their work. And those are the ones that I like supporting. Those are the ones that anything that they're doing, whatever the work that they do, and when they show that they appreciate your appreciation, your fondness of their a product that they created, it just it's a mutual thing. You know what I mean? It just back and forth. You both grow bigger. Because of that.
Yeah.
And so don't ever be afraid to talk to some of these guys. I know some people are huge. They're idols. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Just they're normal people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you could just strike a conversation with any of them.
I have remember FanCom, Fanboy Expo. That's it.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that for another one, another
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
Another cliffhanger. But so I think we should tell everybody now because Thinking Stole here with us, I'm pretty sure, and Scorp has joined the chat.
Yes,
So
you're gonna love this part.
on Friday towards the end of the day, for about a year or so, we've always talked to Mo. I have talked to Mo on the side. Dread has talked to him at past conventions, and we always were like, "Oh, let's just grab something to eat sometime." So we're passing by Friday before close, and Mo's like, "Hey, we're gonna go grab something to eat. You guys want to come with us?" And
You don't say no.
you don't say no
You say Mo. Yes.
because very cool guys. So we got to hang out with them, and we met so many. There was like 10 people.
There
We met up-
was.
And when I counted, it was like 10 people we met up
Let me
with.
picture it. You can keep talking. I'll just picture it in my head. Don't mind my eyeballs. I'm thinking.
So we didn't we can't remember everybody's name, even last names. We we had our time to remember, but there was a guy that sat next to.
There was like 12 of us,
Yeah, maybe
maybe
yeah.
13.
Yeah.
So I literally had to picture everybody sitting
You're not
down.
counting the waitress, are you?
No, because then that would be like 16.
Okay. So next to Dreadpool,
Should we tell them where we went? No, let's keep going. Keep going. Next.
yeah. So next was that Kevin next to you?
No, Kevin was next to
Derek.
Derek.
Derek, yeah. So Kevin is at the convention, and he doesn't have a table this year. He's just wandering around to talk to all his friends. But he's also a comic book artist. He's worked on many projects, Marvel, DC,
Really cool person too. I mean,
and he's even done soundstage stuff.
yeah, that was cool. When I heard that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
Don't-
that was quite the experience to
don't
sit
li-
there
yeah.
and talk to people on just a normal level about normal everyday things.
it just shows that you don't get pigeonholed in one thing. You can do more than just one thing.
Yeah.
And from what they've all talked about, it showed that they had a round experience of different areas, even though they do have that one that they specialize in, but they've worked over here for this, they've worked over here for that, and obviously their specialty is what's created their name, but they've also worked elsewhere in the industry. So it's cool to see that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and um, one of the things that we actually got to sit down and talk about was video games because we love video games.
RWK, what's going on? Hey, just to let you know, we're not on a Switch.
Oh no,
Inside joke.
oh, okay. Yeah, no switches here. Well, I know actually I brought my Switch,
Did you?
but
Oh yeah.
I haven't played it at all.
Well, didn't you bring the Kishi?
I brought that
You
too.
brought the Kishi. You see?
Yeah, and I brought a extra Bluetooth thing as well for my other phone. I brought an extra phone on a Kishi, and then my
I came here to work. I brought my laptop. I brought my cameras.
I did too. I brought a lot of stuff that I probably didn't need.
You brought some we didn't ever use. I
Yeah,
don't think you even turned it on. You just like put it on the bed and then walked away.
I got the Retroid Pocket here with me as well, Pocket 2.
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, it's again something I didn't even take out. Just didn't have to use. Uh, yeah, but we got to talk about video games with him too, and it's just so cool to have something on a level to relate to. Like Carl was talking about the old school games that he loved playing, and find out that he's a huge Genesis fan. He loves Sonic, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. I mean, I know, sorry guys, if you're Genesis fans, I was more of a Nintendo guy. But, hey, I played Sonic.
You know what I just found?
What's that?
A light switch.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Where is it? Oh!
I don't think it made a difference.
No, it didn't. It didn't make a difference. No difference at all. Man.
We were looking for this light switch, so right now we have our phones as our spotlights, as you can see the cross.
Mine's going to die soon.
Yeah, his is gonna die soon.
So one light's going to go out.
So, but yeah. So, oh man, but just the stories that they were talking about, the stuff that the humor going back and forth, actually listening to us and our stories too, and being interested with what we had to say, which was really shocking. Usually you would think that most people just want to talk about themselves and this and that. Oh, I'm this great person, and come to find out, they stopped and actually said, what are you guys into? What are you guys doing? And and stuff like that. They kind of know more about us too.
Yeah.
So it was really. I mean, Mo and Carl, obviously know a little bit more, but Derek and Kevin and just the whole conversation. And the funny part was, they didn't know the other half of the table. Kevin knew some of them, and come to find out, we had two Kevins on the other side. There was another fan, named Kevin, and he was there. And when he was asked, oh, so what do you do? He's like, oh, no, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan. I collect comics. And it was cool to see that it wasn't just us. Other people had brought in a couple other people that were not really part of the industry. So again, very welcoming people. You never know.
Thanks so much,
thank you.
RWK. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
And Jazera, thank you for subscribing. Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you for being here, especially this late for the East Coast. And then what else? We had we ended up going and paying our bill and walking out. And as we're walking out, we walked over to the other side of the table to be polite. There's another group of guys that we didn't even talk to
because we had so many people there.
There were just so many people. And like the guys in the middle ended up talking to each other. The guys on the end over there were talking with themselves. We were talking with us. And some of the guys were in the middle were back and forth between our side and their side. And there goes Carlo's phone.
Yeah, my light just went out. You guys can probably tell. But it's still not bad yet because we got the backlights. We got your phone light. Hopefully that doesn't go out.
No, mine's good. I charged it before we started.
So
talking to them.
Yeah. Javar.
Yes, Javar.
He's along the main aisle. Aisle 2000. He's towards what, the South Concourse? I think it is.
He's right in front of Artist Alley.
Okay.
The comic book alley. Um, so we ended up talking with them. I ended up getting this. Okay, I'll show you in a little bit. But I ended up getting this, and as we were talking, he showed us one of the books, and he told us the story, the background about the book, why, the reasoning. He showed us another book that's apparently really popular. Um, I guess it's more of an
Funk
indie,
Ninja or something.
something,
Funk Cat, Ninja Cat. I can't.
yeah. I'm guessing if you're in that scene,
You know what it
yeah,
is.
one of those, Um, but yeah, he was kind of shocked. But he's also a publisher,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
I may get this wrong, but I thought it was atomic, but I saw their stuff saying uranium. So you may want to open that and see what it says to see what
let's
his publishing company is.
let's see what the back says. Uranium,
Uranium.
yeah,
Okay.
uranium age. All right, so really cool. Actually, you know what? I already had it out. Let's pull it out. So here's the back, and this is a kick-ass one. He did his rendition of Slipknot with the Crows. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's part of the comic that he's got here are these crows. So he created a Slipknot cover for it.
And the
So
art styles, it reminds me of a Jeff Smith Bone.
yeah. So, but like I said, really cool. Um, I got him to autograph it too. So that was awesome. Um, but it was funny because it was like, oh yeah, come, they even were interested in what we were doing. They were asking, what we did, and we're just telling them, oh, we're just media, just kind of downplaying it a little bit, nothing, you know. And then they started like, well, what kind of media? What else do you do? And actually being inquisitive, and it was
Hmm.
really cool to yet again people we didn't know and ignored for pretty much the whole meal.
Oh, his name was Javon on that too. So sorry, sorry Javon, I messed up your name.
So you messing me up.
But he said he's gonna come out for an interview.
Yeah, so we're gonna get an interview. Well, you are. I don't know if I'll be around for that, depending on the time. I'd like to be there too, but time wise, always messes with me. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. Musician, he's like one of those jack of all trades. So it was really cool to see, and he's just working hard, working at it. Um, what else? Okay,
Oh yeah, you could talk about Snarky J.
all right.
Yeah, so she's a really cool cosplayer, guys. Snarky J does amazing cosplay. Really puts a lot of effort into what she does. She's in Cosplay Alley. Today she was something from Star Wars. The other day she was Venom, and the day before that she was Catwoman.
She was a black bounty hunter, Mandalorian.
Okay.
But she signed this for me. I'm hiding Tiny Giant's name here. So I bought this for. Don't tell nobody, especially Tiny Giant. But I bought this for her. I figured we'd give this to her for Easter. So really cool person. Very very polite. Very her costumes really intricate when she gets into them. Um, Obviously, with the Barbie movie, she wanted to put that out, so she put that out, and she's got a really cool Deadpool costume. She had two photos. Um, One of them I almost bought myself. I was just like, Deadpool, I gotta buy this.
He's probably like, oh man, we should dress as Deadpool today. I know he was probably
Yeah,
thinking that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the Mandalorian that she had was pretty cool too. So yeah, really cool person. Again, anything we asked for, she did. She was like, "Hey, we got these 360 cameras. We're going to do this, this, and that." No problem. So it was really cool stuff. Just meeting new people again and interacting and learning about them as well as asking us questions, which was really cool. Interested in their fans,
Yeah.
and we weren't fans yet, but now we are because of that.
Yeah, because the time that she spent talking to us, and it was good that you supported her. Like, because I think a lot of times when people pass by cosplayers, I mean, everybody wants pictures with them, right? But not everybody supports them, and I think that getting to a level of professional cosplay is a very big thing for conventions. It brings a lot of people out there. It creates a lot of aspiring people to want to do cosplay as well. I mean, there's just so many, whether you're amateur or professional cosplayer, it's just a whole creative group of people that
Mm-hmm.
are just amazing. They
And,
great work.
here's the other funny part. I've seen a lot of costumes that were bought basically from the store, so everything, all the design is right on the costume. They didn't have to do anything, everything was there. And I still made sure and I said, "Hey, that's a great costume. That was, you know, good to go." And I've seen other people do the same thing. So, and it's good to be polite to people and encouraging them also,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of the professionals, to help encourage, again, to aspire to the next level. And I have a friend that became a seamstress, and we actually ran into her uh, last year or 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we ran into her, and she ended up going to Paris for literally these competitions, that she was really that good with what she did.
Yeah.
Very intricate.
She became a professional cosplayer.
Yeah, she's a professional
Hmm.
cosplayer. She's a professional seamstress. She works at a big corporate place too, which is very full of ideas. And that's the thing. You, like RWK says, living the dream. They're all living the dream, and hopefully, like with Tiny Giant, getting into this stuff too. We've
Well,
seen a
she's
whole.
already. Yeah, I mean, your
She,
daughter has already cosplays as the Halo Master Chief,
yeah, she did really cool with
and
that
that was
too.
really cool. Yeah, she was really good at it.
Yeah, because you see these little boys are like, "Oh, we got Master Chief here," and then she pulls off her helmet, and they're like, "It's a girl." It's like, yeah, it's a girl, and she can kick your butt too.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it was really cool. And again, I see here the newlyweds are here. We saw them
the
today.
newlyweds,
Yes,
nerdy
yeah,
weds.
nerdy weds.
I know you're messing with them, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
The nerdy weds. I saw the one half. I didn't see the other half. I hope both of you are here. Uh, love you guys. Thank you for stopping in. And I really hope she loves it too. I think she will, because she's into Barbies. So the Nerdy Weds, if you don't know who they are, they do board games and such.
Hmm.
So definitely, we're going to do some work with them later on. Just scheduling conflicts right now. Um, I don't know if you're going to do anything with them or not, or such, but I'm sure they might be exciting for you. But back to the cosplayers, and it's just really cool to see that you're back home now. Good. I'm glad you had a safe drive. And then what else do we have today that was
So I mean,
exciting?
there's a couple unique experiences that we've been through. Well, yeah, go ahead and tell them about the Frank
Should we
Miller
do this
thing.
one?
Yeah, go ahead,
All
tell
right.
them.
Bam. Frank Miller. Got to see him.
He gave that free to anybody who came to his
Yeah,
panel.
everybody that came in. I was going to walk in twice. And here is the front cover. Look at that.
What's your question, RWK? Dread probably has some answers because his wife and daughter are so into cosplay.
Well, my wife's a seamstress in training.
Yeah.
She's doing an apprenticeship. So yeah, go ahead and ask RWK. We may not have the answer, but it might be funny. You never
Oh, he
know.
has the answer. He has the
I might
answer.
have a funny answer. So okay, now that we got Frank Miller out of the way, um,
Yeah. So I want to say that we've been very fortunate. Every night we've probably had pretty much good food from Park Pizza and Brewery. We had Chroma Kitchen. Tonight we had Boxy Park, and what depends whatever you're into. Uh,
what's the end goal, end game, voice acting or motion capture? For who? The end game for us, the end game for Cosplayers, for me, there is no end game. I would do them all.
Except shave his beard.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't. I didn't do it. Well, I cut 6 inches off my beard for my wedding, and then my wife looked at me and said, "I thought you said you were gonna cut your beard down a little bit." I did.
You know.
So, yeah, a little bit more specific if we could, please. Um, and then the nerdy wed. I'm sorry, newlyweds. Nerdy weds. Been checking out your footage from the con. You've got some great cosplay videos. Yes, we found. Okay, so what's the end goal for the cosplayers? But yeah, we got some great cosplay footage. You haven't seen all of it. I also have on my side. I've got Husk working on some stuff. We have 360 videos with the cosplay that you were able to dabble a little bit, which you got the
Mm-hmm.
the Jedi and the Sith fighting.
Uh,
Okay.
yes, in a sense. So when people dress up in cosplay, usually they like to dress as characters that they have some sort of relevance to or relation to, or something that they grew up watching, like, and something that they could mimic with their energy and be excited for. Could be Spider Man, could be Strawberry Shortcake, the Smurfs, Garfield, doesn't matter. So when they get,
Garfield matters.
you know,
Sorry, I had to mess with you.
so when you get into the cosplay role, you want to act like that character. You want to have the energy output of that character, and a lot of cosplayers are very approachable. Uh, they love getting pictures taken. They love getting video taken. At the end of the day, sometimes they are exhausted, and if they, at the end of the day, if they're exhausted and they say no, definitely respect that, because they spend all day taking pictures and doing videos and talking to kids. A lot of them love taking pics with
And
kids
they're on their feet nonstop.
non-stop. Yeah.
Um, on my side, my point of view on the cosplay end goal, um, yes, it can be like modeling, and it does happen to be modeling at some point. If it's not, like traditional modeling, because you are, if you think about it, models only just get put on the clothes that the designer created and said you're going to wear this dress and you're going to wear that dress and you over there you're going to wear this other dress. They're actually creating everything on their own. They're doing everything. Okay. So no. RWK, don't worry about it. We know it's a legit question. I want to get through it, and answer you properly. Um, it's just like everything. Everybody has their own unique goal. Um, Obviously, with any hobby, especially when we become really good at it, money is part of the thing that helps bring it to be rewarding. Okay, so when you're doing something like this, um,
Nerdy
you
Woods answer pretty well.
yes, but that's not always the end goal for everybody because you got to get something back out of it. So it's not just a creative
Well, sometimes
outlet.
it's the recognition.
It's the recognition. Well, it's being proud to show off what you've done
It's an art.
because it is an art form, but at the same time, a lot of these cosplayers also do pictures where they have books for you to purchase, like I just did for
Well,
Snarky J.
that's. I mean,
When
I
you
think
be,
that's a different. That's a professional level
well, that's what I'm
cosplay.
getting at. So when you move into the professional section, you start having pictures like this.
Yeah, and a lot of them hire photographers to
All
get
right, so
good
they
shots.
do. They're not doing headshots. They're not glamour shots from like the '90s, but they do professional shots. Each one, I mean, there's plenty of cosplayers that are bigger that I know, and they do these photo shoots left and right. They do video shoots left and right, and it's kind of, again, it's also rewarding. That yes, they do get some of them get contracts. Um,
Some do, but I think it's
it
really,
just
yeah, it's
it
really.
depends on where you're at. Like I said, my one friend's a seamstress, and she was going to these conventions, and then ended up
She got
making money.
noticed. Yeah.
She was, she was noticed for her attention to detail for her characters and how she created them, and her artistic vision of transforming that character to fit her body, and her body type, and then go from there. And she was flown out to Paris to do these competitions. These competitions are money, so you're talking about a few grand, on up for winning, or placing, depending on what the competition is. To be flown to France as a cosplayer, that's a big deal. So I just want to point out that there's certain things to each level, to each person. So whatever their end goal is, some people just end goal is just to play and have fun and enjoy the time. So their end goal is not to get to that level of professionalism. Their end goal is just to keep on making new stuff to be cool. Oh look, this would be cool if I did this, and just show it off and show off what they can do.
Yeah.
So there's no real one correct answer to be, and I'm not trying to skate on giving you a proper answer, but I'm trying to give you different ideas, that each person has different motives or motivations to why they do their cosplay.
Batteries at an unfortunate moment.
All right, so we're gonna have to start wrapping this up. The Voth girl does try. Oh, nice. Um, I think
it
Goth
sucks.
girl.
It sucks. The batteries.
Yeah, the battery's
and the
dying.
laptop is starting to go.
Yeah, we're outside, so we're on battery. Unfortunately. So, anything else before we wrap up?
If you are at Megacon or you are staying off site somewhere and you want to check out some type of new food experience, there's a really good place called Boxy Park. I highly recommend it. There is a $5 cover charge to get in, but there is a ton of different food trucks on site inside containers. You got your chicken truck, you got your taco Mexican street food truck. You got a lemonade stand. You got a seafood stand. Burgers.
Sushi.
Sushi. You have an onstage music performance. It's so crowded in there. You have entertainers going around doing different things. And, did I miss anything else?
Just a smorgasbord of stuff. It's just
Oh, they even got beach volleyball. They even have sand.
the sand.
You can go in and play volleyball.
You
Yeah.
can take your shoes off and go play in the sand. It was cool, great seeing you guys and hearing a bit about your con experience so far. We still got one more day, but yeah, this was like the biggest day, and it was just we figured the culmination till today, because tomorrow, once we leave the con, we're just gonna go home and then go our separate ways, and then bury our heads in a pillow.
Oh, you gotta go to work
in the morning.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But for anybody, if you guys see us out there, definitely approach us. We're approachable. We don't care, and if you have a cosplay that you want to film and put out there, we'll definitely film you. We'll help you out. I've done with certain characters, giving them ideas, and usually if you do a cosplay, you know what your character can do. You know what your character's attitude is, the lifestyle, the persona that you're supposed to portray. But sometimes some people love a character but don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
And so we try to help out too. You know what I mean, with what we know. Like I can get Wanda's to sit there and actually float when so when they do their levitation, I can get them to actually float up a little bit and make it look good. Now, whether they perform it right, that's another story. But yeah, it's stuff like that, and it's not just what we see; it's what we can help out and put out there too.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, what we show to everybody will inspire somebody else to come up with their own way, not only just a one up, but also maybe guide somebody.
No, Dread likes it when you come up and you say, "Hey, I'll shave your beard."
Show's over.
Yeah, so to everybody that watched that was there, it was great meeting you. To Dreadpool's brother-in-law, sorry we forgot about you. Walked off. Sorry about that, but we did find
He found us twice.
but we did
Okay.
find the newlyweds after we walked off from your
Yes,
brother-in-law.
yes.
You said be right back.
I didn't even say be right back. I just said, hey. Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Oh, it stopped recording. Okay, we're still live though. All right. So my brother-in-law came up to us and we ended up talking. And then today he came up to us again. I didn't, found us from out of nowhere. And we just got so in tune with work,
no, it did stop recording.
I forgot to talk to him. Yeah, it said stop recording, but I think we're still live.
Are we still live? If we are, our battery is probably at the final step of appearing
Dying.
to
But yeah, sometimes you get involved with work. This is our work. We do this.
That's essentially like a hobby.
It is a hobby, but
Yeah.
we're not getting paid for it, but it's work. So I just ghosted him. Oops. But again, thank you all for showing up. See, we're still live, I told you.
Oh,
Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate your time and anybody that comes in after to check it out and afterwards checking out Megacon 2023 that we've put out. What else do we have? You're the show finisher.
that's it. But we will be at MetroCon. We'll be at Tampa Bay Comic Con.
Mayhem we're looking into.
Mayhem we're looking into. I'm gonna try to go to Spooky Empire. There's gonna be Fanboy Expos coming up. And check out all the shorts that we're putting out for GQ TV. It's fantastic shorts, a lot of great stuff, and then we'll get a lot more stuff up. There's a lot of content. But all right, guys, everybody have a wonderful night, and hope to see you at the convention tomorrow.
Peace out. Advertising.